What's going on, everyone? I'm Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why I will not be buying from Goldin Auctions. Before we do that, though, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and consider joining the channel for $1.99 to support me and to be entered to win some giveaways. So, recently, Goldin Auctions, the Goldin Touch Season 2 just premiered on Netflix. It's an amazing show. I really like it. I wish I had more comic books in Season 1, but in Season 2, we got a look at some more comic books. We got some Action Comics #1, Detective Comics 27, a bunch of different comic books on the show, which is great for me as a comic book collector. Well, as I was watching the show, it made me to go ahead and take a look at their website to see what they are selling on there. I've been on there before, I think right after Season 1 dropped. I went on there, and I've been on there random times as well looking for comic books. Now, obviously, they are more known for selling sports memorabilia and movie items and other things, but I know that they want to sell around $30 million of pop culture items a year, which is, again, what they talked about on the TV show. And when I went on the site, I noticed a couple of things that really turned me off from ever buying from Goldin Auctions. I'm going to talk about those right now. First off, number one, Goldin Auctions is a massive auction house. It's not as big, obviously, as eBay, but it's right up there of Heritage Auctions and other places. And when you have a big auction house like that, you're gonna get a bunch of bigger buyers that are willing to spend a ton of money. And obviously, every single one of those books and lots are gonna go for right around FMV, which is fair market value or higher. And then there's going to be a 22% buyer's premium on top, which is what they charge the buyer for their commission. Let's take a look at one of the books that I saw on their pop culture auction that ended June 20th. I'm going to show off the book because I have one already in my collection. It is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #3 first printing. Mine is in a CGC 9.0. and it is signed and sketched by one of the co-creators, Kevin Eastman. Now, this book, I would value around $200 to $300 depending on the buyer. I'm not selling it at all, obviously. I'm a big TMNT fan, but if I were to sell it, I'd probably list it around $300. Now, there was an 8.5 that was listed on their site for sale, and an 8.5 has an FMV of $200, which is, again, right around what the price of my book would be. Mine's a 9.0, so slightly higher, and mine is signed as well, which adds a little bit to the book as well. So this book at an 8.5 has an FMV of $200. Let's take a look at what it sold for. It sold for a whopping $2,086. That includes a buyer's premium. I'm not sure if that includes any taxes or shipping as well. So if you can do the math, that sold for over 10 times the fair market value. So again, this is a huge auction house that attracts a ton of buyers and bidders. I think it had 54 bids on this particular book. Now, obviously, I know what you're thinking. Is this an air printing? It's not. I took a look at it. It is not an air printing. This is just a regular first printing of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. There's nothing special about this book. It is just a first printing. And again, it sold for 10 times the fair market value, which I'm not willing to spend 10 times the price of a book. Obviously, I'm not going to be buying that book anyway since I already had one, but I thought that was really, really, really interesting. Okay, number two, the second reason why I will not be buying from Goldin Auctions. They never put more than 2 photos of an item on their auction. Like, if you go to eBay and you're trying to sell something and you only put 1 or 2 photos of an item, I mean, that's amateur hour. That is terrible. Anyone that's looking at books knows that you want multiple photos, front, back, corners, sides, maybe even the inside of a book. And if you have a couple different books, you're gonna want a single photo of every single item. And you're not getting that with Goldin Auctions. You're only getting 1 or 2 photos. So it's really hard for me as the buyer to look at what the grade of the book is, because obviously if I'm only seeing 1 or 2 photos, I can't really see all the books in a big comic lot or that much of a book if it's a single book. And obviously the grade of the book greatly impacts the price of the book. And if we're talking about the grade of a book, also, number 3 here, they never say or list the grade of the book unless it is already graded by CGC or someone else. They never put in the description the estimated grade, which again, the grade greatly impacts the price of a book. Obviously, if you have a 9.8, let's say New Mutants 98, first appearance of Deadpool, that's like $1,000 book. But if it's in like a low grade, like 2.0, I mean, that's just like $100 book, $200 book at the very most. Obviously, the grade of the book greatly impacts the price. You're not getting photos of the book, more than 1 or 2 photos. You're not getting the estimated grade, which on eBay, everyone usually puts the estimated grade in the description of the book. And if you're selling on Whatnot or any other place, obviously you're going to put the estimated grade on there. And so as a buyer, I don't see really any value in buying from Goldin Auctions when you're paying 10 times the price of what you would on other sites. You are not getting more than 1 or 2 photos. You can't really look at the grade of the book, and they're not giving you an estimated grade of the book either. So to recap, those are the 3 reasons why I will not be buying from GoldinAuctions.com. Again, I'm Steve from Burke Family 54 Comics. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about today's video. Am I being a little too harsh? All of that and more. All right, guys, thanks for watching. And as always, go Cats.
Cowabunga. It's morphin' time.